All right, what is up? What is up? 360 in the house. Thank you so much for joining me live. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't take any time away from your families. If your wife or significant other is yelling at you because you're paying attention to 360 when she's trying to get the turkey going, go handle your business. Go handle your business. And keep everybody happy. You can always watch the recording. It's not a problem. So very happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Thank you again for joining us on Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful for you all. Very thankful for Nash. You can see him in the chats there. Without Nash, there would be no 360 Trader. So very thankful for that. There's just so much I'm thankful for. Life, my family. I mean, I can't even, there's no way I could enumerate everything I'm thankful for. It's insane. I was just pondering that this morning, spending some time just thinking about just how incredible God has been in my life. So real quick, we are going to get started, and I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum because we're doing that tomorrow. So tomorrow's YouTube will be dedicated to talking about the macro aspects of the cycle. That'll be Bitcoin, that'll be Ethereum, that'll be like Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum dominance, blah, 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 blah. All that. We're going to spend most of our time this morning just on some altcoins and so on and so forth. But I do want to say as well, thank you guys for those that are praying for the kidney transplant that's coming up. That's coming up on December 3rd. Pretty much everybody knows about that. That's in 5 days now. It's coming quick. Thank you for your prayers. Please continue to pray that not only that it goes well, but that it takes in my father-in-law's body, that his body accepts it, receives it, and then it goes well. It's pretty, just the other day, I was able to actually go in and talk to the surgeon and kind of get a tour of the transplant facility, and it really made it very real. As most everybody know, we've been going through tests for literally since August. We've been going through a lot of tests to see if we could make this happen. And now we're down to the wire, like it's in 5 days. I don't have any fear going into it, but I will say talking to the surgeon and seeing the floor did make it very real. And it's very interesting because there's something very uniquely different about this and things that I've been through in the past. For example, most everybody knows I was in the military and I got to lead troops in the field in very hostile type environments where there was kind of, a very scary time. But those moments, like I had an ability to have an essence of control. There was things I could do. There were your leadership, your training, all of those things that you rely on. And, you got boots on the ground, you have a weapon in your hand, and there's things you can do. There's literally nothing that I can do. Like, it's not like I can make this work. I can just be willing, and so I'm resting completely in the hands of my Heavenly Father to take care of all of this. But it's uniquely different. It's a unique dynamic. Again, I'm completely at peace about it. I do believe this is God's plan. I do believe this is God's plan for a long life for my father-in-law. And this is the outcome that I'm resting in. But anyway, enough about that. Thank you again for your prayers. Please continue to keep us in your prayers as this is literally right around the corner. All right, let's move on. Let's start talking about some alts. We just got to start with Tel. I mean, we just do. We got to start there. So for those of you that are 360 OGs, and there's thousands of you that can verify this. I located Tel back in 2016, 2017. And this is when nobody knew about them. Literally nobody knew about them. And they basically were going around getting regulatory document signed in different nations. They weren't really doing anything as far as a product. Like that's all they were doing. But what I noticed is that they were regulatory. Their mindset was about regulations from the start. Whereas everybody else was focused on FOMO talk, putting out all this news about how great they were, blah, 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 blah. And many of those coins no longer exist. Like they don't exist. Tel spent their time actually going around different nations, different countries, getting regulatory approval. And that's just back then. That's all they were. And so when I saw that, I'm like, something about this team and what their focus is has me very excited, even way back then. And so now we're starting to see not only the pace and the rate of that pickup, you know, they have their own Telcoin, DeFi app, wallet, all that good stuff, but the rate and pace of what they're doing is picking up. And if you guys haven't read their latest community update, I'm not going to just read it for you. You can go read it. I posted it. Everybody's probably seen it. But again, for this cycle, for me, Telcoin remains one of probably the greatest potential white swan events in crypto. Not just for Telcoin, but for what it means for crypto moving forward in the US. It just does. Because if they accomplish what, we're not even talking about years down the road, we're talking about now. Like, read the document. These things are occurring now because they've already been working with the government since 2021. Yes, the Financial Innovation Act in 2021 in Nebraska, they've been working hand in hand with this state, with congressmen to bring crypto adoption into the United States. But bigger than that, to become probably the first brick and mortar approved crypto financial DeFi bank. Approved, ready to rock and roll. So this is coming. Again, there's so much on this document. I'm not going to read it. I don't want to take up a whole bunch of time reading it to you, but they're talking about, you know, having the approval in quarter one of 2025. December 5th is the public hearing. I'm not saying that's probably not going to be the actual final approval date. They're looking at probably around February, I think, and if everything goes well and they do get the nod, us probably getting that around February. But I mean, you can look at the capital being raised. It's insane. It literally is insane. But I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. You can go look at it. I like it. We're going to go to share screen, and then we're going to start covering a few altcoins. So this is what we've got planned for the next couple of days. I'm doing probably about 6 or 7 altcoins this morning. Tomorrow morning, we're doing another video. That one's going to be macro concepts for the cycle. And then again on Saturday, I'm going to do another set of altcoins on Saturday. So we've got a lot of YouTube videos coming up. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. And before I forget, I almost forgot, our YouTube videos are hosted by the great 4cmediaco.com, which is by far the best and latest breaking global financial and crypto news that there is. So make sure you're following them on Twitter. Go to their website. It's fantastic. And set them up for notifications so you're constantly getting what's happening in crypto. Let's go ahead and share screen. We're going to start with TEL because we started talking about TEL. So let's look at the chart. Oh, it's so pretty though, but it's so pretty. So as you can see right here, I'm going to look this way because that's where my monitor is that has it. Yeah, I mean, so TEL has now tested what it has already achieved this cycle. So it did this earlier, back in March of this year when all of crypto had its miniature bull run, and we have now achieved that level. So we're getting some resistance here, and that is that 0.005 level. Don't expect these to break on first tap. They normally don't. Usually they'll pull back there, and then you'll get some form of consolidation, some chop probably in this price action arena before this finally does explode north. This is not going to hold it for very long. It just isn't. There's just too much going on. There's too much anticipation. So I don't expect this to hold up very long before this heads higher. So I want to show you why this is all highlighted, because I want to make the comparison to where we are now in comparison to where we were last cycle. And I did this last time, but it constantly is evolving. Yeah. All right. So this is now the weekly chart for Tel. And this is this cycle's bear market and mini bull market. And you can see we've double tapped that. That is this. Yep. That is this. And we talked about this last time, how this never broached or went into the bear market lows of last cycle. And now this is now knocking on a new price action zone door. And that door opens us up to 0.009 as on deck. So this being our next price action zone. And I do believe there's a little bit of resistance at the halfway point. But I think once this level breaks, we see Telcoin run to this pretty quickly. And this probably holds up as resistance. Again, just like this is here, this probably holds up as resistance. We get some price action bouncing down here before we head up and higher. I would love for this to be above a penny before any of this comes out and launches in February, before anything gets announced. Because, I mean, you're talking about, that 6 cent area in the ATH. And, I've got to tell you, as far as a white swan goes, if they accomplish and get approved for what they want to get approved, this has the potential to become, in my opinion, one of the top 10, potentially one of the top 10, definitely 15 cryptos in the market, because everybody's going to want it. All eyes are going to be on it, especially here in the US. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, you don't have to be a magician to say that people are going to want this. Now, if they get it approved, not only is it going to be FOMO from retail, but who else is going to be looking at this? Listen, if they get this approval, institutions and banks and big money are going to be forced to pay attention, because they are the first. It's called first in the game to achieve it. There you have it. It's plain and simple. This isn't smoke and mirrors or me saying XRP is going to 1,000. Okay, I'm literally giving you the fundamental data that's there. All right. So we're not blowing smoke. And right now this is what you're thinking. What is our target? That's what you want to know. That's what you want to know. 360. Give us our end of cycle target. Come on. What is that? What is that? That's exactly what you're saying right now. I don't know. And guess what? I don't have to know. It's way too early. It's way too early. But the writing is on the wall. I mean, we had none of this here. This was all based on their app, for crying out loud. This was all wallet app, which doesn't hold a candle to what they will have achieved if they get the approval. All right, we're done with Tel. Let us move on. XRP, I like this. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this. We've done it. We've done this, so we're not going to spend a lot of time here. This is the obvious point of resistance right here, which it has achieved. And these are basically the highs of last cycle. And some of you are like, well, no, it didn't hit the high. Well, okay, this is like FOMO end of the cycle. So, but we have truly achieved the price action of last cycle's high. We're in that area. We're in that range. I think we see a very high consolidation here for XRP. And then what's going to happen is XRP is going to break this level. And this is that 170. area, it's going to break this, and then it's going to hold this as support. And instead of it being a FOMO top or a FOMO high, this becomes a new foundation, a new solid foundation built of brick and stone and mortar, from which XRP is then going to make new legs and ascend to achieve not only 2017's ETH, but achieve much, much higher. The fact that XRP is here at this point in time, before Ethereum has flipped the switch and taken control of the market, and before altcoins have truly taken their lead, Bitcoin dominance has dropped, for XRP to already be here is a wonderful, wonderful achievement. I'm very excited about all things XRP except for the bozo Jeet morons in the XRP army that are calling for $1,000 target. There, I said it. All right, let's move on to Doji's in the same boat. And I told you guys last time, Doji is, I mean, this is its ATH FOMO, but this is its true ATH, okay? This, nobody ever gets this exit. This happens so quick. You can see that wick that everybody's always talking about, I can sell the exact top. No, you can't. This type of stuff happens so fast that it just doesn't happen. All right. But you can see, again, even in this portion of the cycle, what price levels Doji has achieved, and the fact that, you know, Elon Musk is pretty much in the right pocket of President Trump and all things government. Again, I don't care whether you hate them or not. Your portfolio does not. Doge is going to test this soon, probably get resistance, but Doge is going to establish support up here eventually. Yeah, eventually. It's going to establish support above this ATH high, and it's going to create yet another foundation. And I do believe we see Dogecoin as high as $1.40 plus long before the end of cycle. But I love this price action already that we've seen on this, what I now consider a crypto leader altcoin. Yes, it's a meme coin, but it's gone beyond that. I would even call this a blue chip. Doji is a blue chip of crypto. Whether you like Elon Musk or not, I don't care. The market doesn't care. You're the only one that cares. All right. Now we're going to move on to something the 360 Elite have been writing. Whoa! Whoa! What is this? Yes, this is Sperax. This is Sperax, Coinbase Gym, 360 Elite. We're in before the pump, and this is a new all-time high for a major. Whoa! Sorry, I had to do it again. For a nice Coinbase Gym, new all-time high. This is just the beginning. This was a 100% move. And now somebody is DMing me right now. Is now a good time to buy? Somebody is DMing me right now. And there's probably 8 or 9 of you that is now a good time to buy. And this is why you should join the 360 Elite. Because we are in these we are in things when they are quiet, when you can tell that it's getting ready to go. We almost always get in before the giant green candle. This is how we roll. This is how we do it. We do it over and over and over and over. This, however, is in our gym basket for Coinbase gyms. Why do I have a Coinbase gym basket? I'm going to give you a second to think. Nobody from the 360 Elite should give the answer. Don't give the answer. I want you guys that are here that aren't part of the 360 Elite to think about why. Why would you have a part of your portfolio that would be called Coinbase gyms? Time's up. There is a part of this cycle that I don't ever see anybody talking about it, but we understand the dynamic. And the dynamic is there because of the damage done by the SEC during the bear market. And that is the removal of Americans from many exchanges, wherein many Americans that are new to crypto will be bound to what exchanges? Yes, exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, some of these other ones. And so therefore, their access, these retail new people that come, is going to come into these bad boys and make them move. That's right. And that's what you're seeing right here. And SpareX is one of those Coinbase gems. This is up 100%. This bad boy does 1,000% plus easily this cycle. We riding because that's how we roll in the elite. All right. Another is an AI gem. Oh my goodness. Virtuals protocol. This is in the AI's gem basket for the 360 Elite, and it has gone vertical, baby. Verticality. As you all know, nobody needs to tell you. It's not like I'm a magician for saying this. AI is indeed one of the, if not the hottest sector of crypto. However, there are altcoins that people aren't looking at in that sector that I believe are going to substantially, absolutely go crazy. Yes, everybody knows about FET. Everybody knows about Render, and they're going to do great, and they're going to be monsters of the cycle. But there are other coins that funds are going to flow into, and they're doing so now. And virtuals is an example of that. And guess what? We riding, because that's how we do. Yes, we are. And because I love you and it's Thanksgiving, I'm going to submit to you a free one before it pops. Happy Thanksgiving. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Another one that we love, that we like, that's in our whole portfolio, that's going to do amazing, amazing things is, are you ready? What is going on? 360 Elite giving stuff away for free? What? That's right. AI tech. This is the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart here. We have some ascending price action. This is, I'm going to back out to the daily. Right now, you have click it. Click it. All right. All right, there it is. So right now you have a nice, by the way, this is what it did during the mini bull market. I mean, it's, there you go. Yep. This is called Rocket on a launch pad. This is how we roll. This is how we do. This is how we accumulate. This is how we buy. Not after you get a green candle. And you can see clearly here, accumulation in mass. Then it goes quiet. And now you're getting another bump up in accumulation. I don't know when, but this is going to be a rocket. And you just got it for free. Yes, you're welcome. Anyway, I love AI tech. It's part of my AI 360 Elite hold portfolio for the cycle. This is going to do crazy numbers. It's going to do stupid things. Money's going to come flooding into it. Not a whole lot of people are eyeballing it right now. They will. They will. Right now, people are looking at virtuals going, why didn't I see that? Where did that one come from? And so now virtuals has people's attention. Well, that's the problem. That's how retail rolls. When this thing pops, everybody's going to come looking at it. Then everybody's going to come rolling. And guess what? We'll have already had a seat on the train when it was when it was quiet. Yeah. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. No FOMO. That's how you do it. So there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Let's trades. I'm going to show you things we do because we not only do we have a whole portfolio, we have a trading portfolio. I've talked about this before. People think that the way to make money is to get your holds and ride them to the end of the cycle. That's great. Does that work? Sure. It's part. But what about the churning money? And this is what we do so well. Not only do we have items that we are holding for FOMO and for FOMO money coming in, but we also are churning money nonstop. That's what we're taking. Boom, 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 boom. Profit after profit after profit after profit. Quick hit, quick hit, quick hit. And we're not even talking about 20% spot or margin. We're talking about spot 75%, 100% or greater. And C-swap, we got on this train when it was quiet. We got on this train when it was quiet. Boom! Once it exploded, we took half off the table. That means we take 50% profits. 100% profits, but we take 50% off the table. We move our stops to entry, and then we free ride the rest of the kill shot. So we have 100% return at the halfway point, 200% return at the kill shot. That is how we do it. That is how we roll, and we do this over and over and over. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. If you love what we do, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want this stuff 24/7 and you want to know how and where to exit and where to get in, that is what we do in the 360 Elite. Join us. Happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Until next time, baby. Here comes the boom.